Hi everybody, my name is Taylor Bruck. I'm the acting Ulster County Clerk, and the County Clerk itself is responsible for a lot of different things. The role itself has evolved over the years. It's one of the oldest elected officials in Ulster County, or really any county in America. But originally, the county clerk was the keeper of the records. So our job was primarily, this is back in like the 1600s, to keep all of the official government records, make sure things are being filed correctly, make sure people can find them when they need them, and really make sure that the documents were in correct format before they were filed, things like deeds and mortgages. And really what makes Ulster County special is that we still have all of these very old documents. So I started my career here at the clerk's office as the Ulster County archivist, where my job was to manage all of the historic documents that we have. They date back to 1658 with our very first record, the stockade bond, we call it. That was the record that essentially outlined the stockade district of Uptown Kingston, told everybody that they had to move to a central defensible location, which became what we know today as the stockade district. That job was really my dream job in a lot of ways. Ulster County's got some of the richest history in New York State, really in the country. So something that we also do today, we're responsible for the Ulster County historian who is under our office. We also manage a historic house museum, the Matthew S. Person House, which is right on the Four Corners in Kingston, across from Rough Draft, if you're familiar. And the archivist traditionally also managed that museum. So for 8 years, I had the opportunity of managing the museum, scheduling all of our guest hosts, our exhibits, collaborating with virtually all of the different historic societies and cultural institutions in the county. And that continues today. So what the county clerk has also been tasked with are things like the Department of Motor Vehicles, probably what the county clerk is most known for, maybe the one aspect of government, especially local government, that essentially everyone will have to interact with at some point. DMV is really a customer service oriented department or division. It technically is a state agency that we are agents for. So what we do is just administer the Department of Motor Vehicles. We can't, change a lot of things like the forms or what documents people need to bring. Our job is to make sure that people know what they need to bring before they come here. But the clerk has existed for about 350 years before motor vehicles existed at all. So that's the newest part of what the county clerk does. Now, aside from the historic records, we also store for virtually every Ulster County department other than the clerk. So as keeper of the records, we keep all of the county's records and make sure that the departments are able to retrieve those records when they need them. We have a totally separate facility on Foxhall Avenue, our Ulster County Records Center. I'm talking to you now from my office in the county building in Uptown Kingston, but we manage a whole separate facility, including the Person House. So we really manage 3 different buildings entirely. We're also the official filing and recording office for the county. So what we do is file and record typically legal documents, land documents, again, all of your modern deeds and mortgages, easements, liens, maps, things like that. The list is almost endless. It's constantly evolving and being added to. Then that aspect of the office, believe it or not, actually does more business than DMV in a lot of years, at least by transaction number. DMV last year did about 150,000 transactions, and recording and filing did about 250,000 transactions. So anytime someone is selling a house or refinancing a mortgage, we have to file all of those new documents. And because of that, the county clerk is also one of the only county departments that generates a lot of revenue. Something like $7 million a year, roughly between 4 and 7, depending on how many people need to renew their licenses and registrations that year and how the housing market is doing. But we deal with a lot of money here. So we have a really strong team of a handful of accountants that make sure that we're getting paid on time, and that's another aspect to the job separate from all of the paperwork and whatnot. So again, just to recap, those are the three main different departments that the county clerk manages. You have records management, recording and filing, and the Department of Motor Vehicles. Now, aside from those three departments, there's another handful of sort of ancillary responsibilities that the clerk has. We are an agent of the State Department in that we can issue passports. So you can get your passport here at the clerk's office. We'll take your picture, help you fill the forms out. And that is relatively new also. The county clerk's been doing that, I want to say, about 20 to 30 years, which when you talk about the clerk's office going back to the 1600s, we consider that very modern and recent. We're also tasked with hosting the Ulster County naturalization ceremonies. One of the forms that you need to fill out during your naturalization ceremony when you're at the finish line of becoming a naturalized citizen is filed here with the clerk's office. And so it's really our pleasure. One of my favorite things to do as clerk, but we host the naturalization ceremonies. We work closely with Immigration Services to get the list of folks who are ready to be naturalized, have completed the entire process, and just need that final paperwork to be finalized by a judge and Immigration Services. So right now we do those quarterly. We're looking to do very big naturalization ceremonies. Last year we did just do the biggest one that we've done really in about 4 years. 2 weeks ago we naturalized 40 new citizens. We generally do about 25. We had asked for 100, and we're hoping that next year we can host ceremonies that have at least 100. We told Immigration Services to kind of give us as many as possible. We would really love to help these folks get over the finish line, especially given the current political climate. When you're hanging out in limbo waiting to be naturalized, it doesn't seem fair that, you're waiting on the government. These people have done everything the right way, and we're hopeful that next year, which is going to be a really big year for us. So next year is the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. We'll be celebrating or commemorating, depending on how things go, the United States of America. So I was appointed by Pat Ryan 4 years ago, I believe, when he was county executive, to be chair of the Revolutionary Ulster Commission. Ulster County is going to schedule a series of events where we teach folks about the history here in Ulster County around the Revolutionary War, but we branded it as Revolutionary Ulster because we don't just want to talk about the Revolutionary War, but really all of the revolutionary things that Ulster County has been a part of throughout the years. We're really excited about that. We're hoping that all of our naturalization ceremonies can be mini celebrations and multicultural fests along with being a naturalization ceremony. So when the ceremony is over, we can share each other's culture and food and really celebrate the diversity in the country, because that's what makes America actually great, is that anyone who decides to come here is an American. And that's something that we're really trying to hammer home next year. So look forward to 2026. You know where to find me. I'm on the second floor of the county building. If you have any questions or you need to renew your license and you're not sure what documents you need to bring, we are always here to help. And I appreciate the opportunity, appreciate all of you, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thanks.